So the first thing I want to talk about is about being visible. And everybody might think, oh, well, that's simple. Yeah, we need to be visible. But there's so many business owners out there right now who are, if you're not visible, you are invisible. And there's so many people who are totally invisible. They don't market themselves. They don't take the opportunity to inform people about what their business does. They don't take the opportunity to connect with people. And you need to be out there. Just think about the world now. It's forever changing, and it's not slowing down at any time at all. So if you're not putting your business out there, you're not being visible, you're not letting people know what it is you do, you're not letting people know what the products are, you're not kind of doing that, you are then invisible. And if you're going to be invisible, eventually you're going to find that you won't have the clients. And this is the reason why 8 out of 10 businesses usually go bust. And it's this strategy of understanding that your marketing is directly linked to your sales. And if you're not marketing, guys, well, then you're not going to be able to really push forward your sales. And there's potential there on the table for everybody to market themselves, become more visible, sell more, build a following, which is huge, build your ideal client market as well. And when you do that, that means your business can become more profitable, more scalable, and you are grabbing everything that's on the table rather than just leaving it for your competitors to take that spot, take that limelight, position themselves. So being visible is a huge thing within marketing and something that a lot of businesses overlook. And I think if you grasp that and you think, I'm just going to start putting myself out there, well, then you'll see huge returns in your business. The next thing is about taking control. And when I'm talking about taking control, I hear lots of business owners say to me, well, I've had it in the past. I don't need to market. Customers just come to me. It's word of mouth. Now, what I say is that's fantastic if you've got customers who want to come to you and they've got word, through word of mouth and they want to buy from you, but it's also extremely dangerous, massively. You're putting your business at risk. The reason for that is if you're allowing your customers to spread the word about your business, what you're allowing them to do is take control of your business. Because if it's down to the fact that somebody wants to say a good thing about your business and recommend you, then you're saying that they have the control to scale your business. Because if you're doing that, you're putting your whole business in their hands of how much they actually want to share what you do, how much they want to give people, the information about your business. So you need to take control, because if you want to scale your business, you want to make it more profitable, you need to get away from thinking, I don't need to market, I just have the customers do it for me, because you are giving them all the control. And the thing about this, I saw this so many times. I've seen businesses go bust because they never did this. Because, something can happen in a business, and we know that if it doesn't go the right way, people can spread negativity faster than positivity usually. And what we find is businesses can go bust because that reputation can be damaged, your brand can be damaged. So if you've just got a one-legged stool and you've just got people who are coming to you because of recommendations, if something bad happens to that, the credibility, well, then you've got nothing else. You've got no other stream of marketing to rely upon to bring new clients in. So that part there of taking control is about you really taking the reins of your business and deciding, because when you take control, when a marketing advert works. If it works, you can put more money into it, which means you can scale it, which means you can get more clients. When you're just letting people go around and just word of mouth or come and find you, you don't have the scalability. You don't have control of it. It just depends on if they want to share your business with somebody else. So how can you control that? It's completely out your hands. So to gain control of your business, you must start marketing, because then you can switch things on and see how it runs. And if it works really well, let's say you put £1 into marketing and you got £10 back from it, well, then that works. So you can put more and more money into it, which allows you to then scale bigger. Complete control in your hands, multiple streams of income, multiple streams of marketing. It is a must. Now, the third thing I'm going to talk into is about knowing your audience. Now, I say this because knowing your audience is key. If you're able to know who your audience is, you're able to know what it is they want, you're able to know what they desire, what they like, the type of person they are, you're able then to actually get your marketing message out to the right person. and not just everybody, because everybody isn't your customer. And a lot of people say, well, I'm just there for everyone. You need to know who is your ideal customer, because as soon as you know your ideal customer, guys, what you're going to find in your business is you're able to target them. You're able to get that marketing message spot on for them and speak directly to those people who want your product, want your service, and you speak with them. And then what you find, if your marketing message is right to that person, then the sales come hand in hand, and it's easier to convert because you're converting people who are the perfect person for your business. So knowing that is essential to know your market. You need to know, what do they like? What are the pain points? What are the pleasures? What solutions can you give them? Because not everyone is your customer. And I know when we first start in business, it's easy to just go, I'm just here for everyone. You get your niche right, guys. You get that right, and you can tap into abundance with your clients massively because you speak directly to them. And it's like people go out marketing, and if you market to everyone, it's like, putting up a burger van and marketing it to a whole group of vegetarians. They're the wrong audience. People might look at it, but you're not going to get the engagement. You're not going to get the conversion. So it's so important knowing your audience so you don't waste money on the people that aren't right for you. Number 4 is about giving value. And this is a big thing here, because just like I'm doing now, I'm sat here giving you value, giving you nuggets, things that you can start thinking about. Do I do that in my business? Should I start looking into that? Could I do that? Giving value is a big, big part of marketing, because if you just go into complete sell all the time and don't educate your audience or your potential customers, what you can sometimes find is you might lose potential clients. And with that as well, if you give value, you're able to engage with your ideal market. You're able to find out what they like, how they interact with your content. You're able to also build your reputation by giving to people as well and educating them along the way. And then you open communication channels with people. So people then begin to know, like, and trust your business, your product, because they start to see you. And they know that if I know myself, if I go to, if somebody's giving me content, somebody's giving me advice that I can act upon and actually it impacts me in a positive way, I'm more likely in the future to go to that person if I get consistency and content from that person or that business, because I know what I'm getting and the know, like, and trust has already been built. So I don't have to be really sold to anymore. The marketing and giving the content has allowed the relationship to be built. And when a relationship's built, then it's easier for people to go, I know I like this business. I want to be part of this business. I want the products. I want the services. So giving value is a huge thing in your business because it creates that whole connection with your clients. It gives you key information about them. It allows you to also share your knowledge, your products. People need to be educated on things as well. Some people might not know enough about the product. So it gives you that opportunity. And I think today, like in society, we've got all of these ways to connect with people. Like just now, here I am speaking to you, giving you tips and nuggets and giving you information. And I think it can be, it's underutilized at times. So tap into it. Think about your clients and start giving them value. Start educating them with your products, with your services, because that will also add to your brand and it'll add to your credibility and also your saleability, like people understanding, well, actually, I know enough about this product now. I've been educated enough. I'd like it. I want it. The next thing is about experiment. And this is huge. This is the reason a lot of people in business, when they market, they don't experiment enough. And what I mean by this is they will go into marketing and maybe put some money into an ad. And they then, it doesn't work, or they say it doesn't work. But what they haven't done is give it enough time to experiment, to test it, to see if it worked or it didn't. So let's just think about Facebook, which we're on right now. Facebook is an amazing, amazing platform for any business owner to be tapping into it. Now, what I am going to say about Facebook is if you're using it for ads, I'm going to say stop boosting. Because if you are boosting, you are probably wasting a lot of money with it. And the reason for that is Facebook is a learning machine. And what I mean by that is if you need to tell Facebook what it needs to do. So if you're going into Facebook and you're boosting posts, you just basically start telling it to, yep, boost a post. You know, comment in the comments, actually, if you use Facebook and you're using ads right now, I'd be interested to know. But, you know, if you're just doing that, what Facebook does is it just blankets boosts your post. It doesn't know, do you want engagement? Do you want conversions? Do you want me to take people to your website? You haven't told it. So if you haven't told it, Facebook's going to spend your money regardless. But if you haven't told it, then it's just going to keep pushing it out there and not know what engagement you want back from it. So the beauty about Facebook is it's a learning machine. And if it's learning, it actually starts learning about your audience, which is amazing. So you can go into Facebook and you can decide the radius you want to target of people. You can decide the age. You can decide, you know, if they read particular books or they're interested in other particular pages, their interests, their behaviors. You can target so much, the gender, all kinds of things for your ideal client. Now, if you're able to target that, what Facebook then goes and does is it goes out and it starts experimenting and finding out about who engages with your post. So if it sees some people engaging, it will then go, these types of people, these have this in common. So if these have this in common, I'm going to go find more people like these people, because these people are more likely to click on the ad. These people are more likely to take action on it. So it starts to learn about your audience. And when it starts to learn about your audience, that means then you get more clicks for less money. And you're able to actually get to your ideal audience and build a really, really strong audience for Facebook to start targeting to, which is amazing. It's the only platform out there that learns about engagement of who wants what you're doing. And with that as well, it's about when you do an ad, be willing to test it. Be willing to experiment with different audiences. Be willing to look and think, okay, I'm doing my audiences. I'm going to switch it up. Be willing to change images, your copy, just test things, split test. And the more you can experiment, the more you're able to then get a background of understanding about what your clients want, who engages in your content, what works for them. And if you're able to do that, it's like literally you've got laser focus then on going, this is what my clients need. This is the content that I want to give them. I know what works with my, my ads. And when you get to that point, you're able then to just switch on an ad and know that it actually gives you results rather than guesswork, rather than, a finger in the air and thinking, did that ad work? Didn't it? I put some money into that. Don't really know what's going on. If you're experimenting, Facebook's a great place to start. Like with a lot of our businesses, we're able now to know our audience. We're able to know what we need to switch on a button with Facebook marketing. And when we do that, we know it converts. So then it's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So the more you're willing to experiment and hang in there, guys, with your marketing and monitor it as well, the more you're able to then control it and know what results you're going to get for it. So experimenting on Facebook is huge. So if you're not doing Facebook right now, what I'm going to say is start looking into it. Definitely. We, in the business mentorship, this is what we teach. Business, the Facebook marketing is huge. The engagements you're able to get, the post, the content that you can share as well, and your audience you can hit is massive. And it's all about, obviously, you want your marketing to do the heavy lifting. So when it comes to a sale, the person who wants the sale they're already being educated. They've already been filled up. And if someone's been filled up, they're more likely to take action on it. So experiment, guys. Start looking at your Facebook, because it's amazing what it's able to do. And I think there's about, let's have a think. I think there's 90 million business pages on Facebook, but only 6 million actually actively use it to advertise. So people say, it's inundated. There's ads here and there and everywhere. In your industry, just think, is there actually anybody who is properly marketing in your industry, for your business? If not, snap it up, because there's an audience there, and it's underutilized. Another thing is know your ADA, and it's not grammar or anything like that. These are the principles of when you're starting to put your marketing together. These are the behind the scenes of any marketing campaign, really, that you do. So when we talk about ADA, we're going to look at this funnel. So think of a funnel with, like this. So when we talk about the first part of it, the A in it is awareness. And this is when you're casting your net. So when we talked about visibility earlier, what I was talking about is you starting to create awareness, start letting people know you're a brand, start letting people know what it is you do, start letting people understand your products, your services. And when you do awareness, you're able to cast your net and start bringing people in saying, oh, that sounds interesting to me. I'm aware of that business now. I'm aware of that company now. They do this, they do that. They have a solution for me. So when you do your marketing, you're wanting to get people aware of what it is that you offer, what it is you do. Now, when someone becomes aware, the next thing about it is then you want to create interest. So this interest, usually for someone, you see something, people become aware, they get interested, they'll click on something to find more information out about it. So when you have this interest going on here, this is where you're then feeding them more information. If somebody's interested, it gives you information to say, actually, this might be one of my ideal clients here. This is somebody, and they're not just looking and, browsing. They've actually come in and they're really interested in what I've got. The next thing is the decision. Now, the decision could be, in your marketing campaign, it might be for somebody to click on your ad and go to your website and then make the decision to do that. The decision could be for somebody, when I do some of my ads at the moment, this decision could be for people to actually click and register for one of my live events, to actually come and see me in person. The decision could be for somebody to download something. You might be giving some lead generation, some content away for people to download, and they actually then go, yeah, I'm interested. I'm going to go further. I'm going to download that. Now, if you're able to get people to do those things, you're able to then capture data with it as well, which is great for your marketing. And then there's always having in your marketing strategy. So you want to build the awareness. You want to cast yourself out there. You want to bring in the interest of somebody. You want to give them, have them at a point where they're going to make a decision. So you're taking them down this funnel. You want them eventually to come to the point where they take action. So they either click on something, they go somewhere, they give you information, whatever that is, or it might be action to an actual sale straight away. But if you're able to build your marketing on, first of all, the strategy of building awareness of people, giving them information, giving them more information which is more specific, which then drives their interest, allowing them to understand that they can make a decision, there's actions, the steps they can take to either come and work with you, to find out more about products, other things, and then the action. Your call to action always needs to be really, really clear. Don't put an ad out there if you haven't got a call to action. You want to be driving people so they know exactly what it is they need to do to either work with you, to go forward with you, to find out more about your business. So it's key. So understanding the AIDA principles are fundamental when you're starting creating ads, because you need to think about, how do I drive awareness? How do I get people interested? What can I do then to help them make a decision? And how do I make it really, really clear of what the next step is for them so they can take the necessary action? Because we all know that, I know myself, if I jump on a website, so let's say I've seen awareness, something's caught my eye, I've been interested in the post a little bit more, and there's a link there. I've clicked the link, made a decision to go to the website to find out more. But if I land on that website and I'm not on the page with the information to the product that I've just seen, I don't know what action I need to take, because now I need to start searching. And if I need to start searching, I lose interest. And you're probably the same. So you bounce off it. So your action needs to be really, really clear. If you're taking people somewhere, have it really clear what that next action is. Don't let people start having to find where they're going, navigate around, because they'll lose interest and then they'll jump off. And when they jump off, you've lost them. It's not that your marketing didn't work. It's just one element of it didn't, which would be the call to action, the action taking point of it. So you get that right, and then you take people right through the whole journey, and then you start getting results on it. The next thing, 7, is all about grabbing data. And what I mean about this, data is critical for your business. It's critical. If right now in business, you're not gathering your own client list, email addresses that you can tap into, you're missing a massive trick. If you have data to hand, you're able then to also reach out to your potential clients and educate them even further. So If you've got people on Facebook with an ad, or you've put an ad in the paper, or you've got different ads other places, you need to be having something that grabs data. And the way that you can do that is you can put an ad on Facebook, let's say, but then you could then share content. That could be a downloadable PDF. It could be a book you've written. It could be tips. It could be information for people to come to a webinar. And when you do that, what you're doing is that you're exchanging content or information for data. And usually that's somebody's email address. Now, once you've taken somebody from Facebook or a different place, that data then becomes yours. Because while they're on Facebook, you've got no data, you've got no way of then re-engaging with them or contacting them about other offers or other things that you're doing in your business. So this data is crucial. Once you get this data, you're then able to go into the whole realms of email marketing, keeping people informed about your business, about new products, and you're able then to also, give them offers and other information, which then allows them to learn more about your business, become more comfortable with you, build more trust within your business. Know, like, and trust gets built, and it's key. Data is massive. So if you have this, it then belongs to your business. They're people who have opted in. They want this content. They want the information. You're able then to easily serve them as well, rather than just somebody who jumped on an ad and then went off, didn't take action. If they've gone to that point and actually took the action to download something, that data is then yours, which then gives you multiple opportunities again to try and reconnect with that person and see if that you're the right fit for them as well. So grabbing data is a massive marketing technique, and email marketing, I think, is underused. It's something, if it's done really, really well, there's businesses out there who purely focus on email marketing and that engagement and keeping people, informed about the business, the products, the services and content. So if you're not grabbing data, guys, start grabbing that data. Start looking at ways that you can pull that information together, that you can have the opportunity to reconnect with your potential clients time and time again. The next thing is to analyze. Now, this is huge. And this is a reason I would say that a lot of business owners, when I've spoken to them in the past, have said, oh, well, I put money into this and it didn't work, and I put money into that and it didn't work, and that was crap, and that was shit, and this was that. Now, truthfully, a lot of the time, it's because this hasn't happened. The analyzing hasn't happened. Now, if you are advertising and you're not analyzing the information, so you don't know where your clients are coming from, you could actually be putting money into something that's not working. But if you're not finding out where those clients have come from, what advertisement stream worked, then what you can find yourself being is completely paralyzed, because you might have different advertising that you're putting money into, and then you go to a point and go, right, do I need to renew this year? And then you're like, well, yeah, I'll renew again because something's working, but I just don't know what it is. So what you could be doing is putting money into stuff, advertising streams and marketing strategies that aren't even bringing you a penny in, but you could have one diamond. That's the advertising stream that brings it all in. Now, if you knew what that one diamond is in your business, then you can take complete control, because you're able to go to the other ones. None of you work. I'm taking all of that other budget, putting it into this one that definitely works and gives me all of the revenue, the profit, and I'm going to scale it up. And when you scale it up, obviously, you're going to get more clients, more opportunities, more revenue. So being able to analyze your data is key when you're marketing. Do not just put your money out there and cross your fingers and hope to die that it works. When you're doing it, make sure you're analyzing, well, how much have I spent and where did my customers come from and what did I make from that advertisement stream? Because a lot of people see advertising as a cost. But when you get understanding how to analyze it, you're able to understand that marketing needs to be a return on investment. And if you do it right, that's what it is. It's not a cost. It's the lifeline of your business. A lot of businesses, when they get under hard times, and this is why a lot of them, when they do become in hard times, actually kind of seal their fate and go bust, is because they haven't taken the time to analyze their business or their marketing. And if you haven't understand to analyze your business, then you won't see the importance of marketing. They don't put the two things together. The sales come in line with the marketing does the heavy lifting for the sales to happen. So what happens is a lot of businesses, when they find themselves in tight situations, will cut straight away their marketing. It's the most deadliest thing you can do, because what you're doing then is going, I'm ready to fail because I'm not even going to market anymore. And if I'm not going to market, I'm not going to bring any new clients in. And that's it. But if you analyze your business and you know what marketing works, you're never going to do that, because you're going to go, why would I ever stop my marketing when that brings me this many clients and the average client, brings me this much money? So to be able to analyze what's working in your business will allow you to scale it. It'll allow you to also, keep control and switch things on and off in your business for what is working, and never be paralyzed with that as well. The next thing is to nurture. So we're talking at the moment about putting advertisement out and getting ourselves out there, which is really important, and being visible. But the thing about it as well is you'll all have clients that you already have. And to be able to nurture your existing clients is extremely important. So if you've got clients right now, obviously we go hunting for potential new clients and we share our message and we get ourselves out there. But at the same time, you will have clients there that are happy to come back to you time and time again. So if you have clients, it's about marketing to them again, keeping them informed about your products, maybe giving them other incentives within your business, nurturing that relationship there, because your customer lifetime value in your business is huge. So if you're able to constantly increase the number of times that a customer comes and buys from you on average, that's automatically going to start giving you more and more income, because you haven't actually had to advertise to them again and pay for that client. They're already there. They've already bought from you once before, so they're already happy with your service most probably. And if they are, they're more likely to buy again. They don't need the whole sales process as much. So if you've got clients there right now, you need to be nurturing them. So we talked about email marketing. You need them in your email marketing. You need to be keeping them informed. You need to be making them feel special. You need to be appreciating that they're your clients and not allowing them to go somewhere else and jump off. So start nurturing the list that you already have, and you'll find that has a massive impact straight away on your profits, because you'll already have people sat there. And if you're able to get that customer lifetime value of them coming back more than once, that's obviously just going to be increasing more and more revenue into your business without you having to pour money out in the marketing side of it. And then the final thing here, tip 10, is, guys, it's all a numbers game. All a numbers game. The whole thing in business. Now, business is about, there's like in business, if you understand your business and how your marketing's going, it's just about tweaking and amending small things at a time to see what works and what doesn't. And it's a numbers game. So very quickly here, let's say you advertise, and in a week or a month, your advertisement hits 1,000 people. There's a crowd of 1,000 people that see your advertisement. So this is our awareness part of it. And out of that awareness part, 1,000 people, let's just say 10% of those people actually contact you. They're more interested, they come forward. So we're looking at 100 people there. And then let's just say that out of that, with the sales, you convert just 10%. So we're looking at 10 people. And then with that again, let's just say it costs you, your average products is about £1,000. But the customer lifetime value is you only get a customer once. So you haven't nurtured them. They come through and they buy, and they've come through. So you've got your crowd, you convert, the contact, 10% contacts you, you convert 10%, cost £1,000 on average for your product. You're making £10,000. Now, if we get our marketing right, we tweak things and we amend things. For an example here, there in the corner is the one we've just gone through. Let's just say that we understand our marketing and we go on Facebook and we put some more money behind it, because those 1,000 people that are coming through, the marketing's working, it's happening. So we go, whoa, do you know what? I'm going to put more money behind this. And we say, right, I'm putting more money. And now we actually show our advert to 2,000 people. Facebook's gone out there. It's starting to learn about your audience. It's finding you more and more of these ideal clients. Just by putting that marketing message out there, we've reached a larger audience of people. Still, again, let's just say only 10% of those contact us still the same. So we get 200 people contact us. 10% convert. So we've got now 20 people who convert. The product, the average price value is the same, £1,000. Customer we only keep them for once they come through. Now we've made £20,000 just by literally upping our marketing, knowing what's working, having that impact within the business. Now, this is just looking at one area of the business. Let's just say you delved into your business and you upped your crowd even further. Let's just say that you worked on part of your business with your customer lifetime value and you started nurturing those clients. And instead of them being a client just once and purchasing from you, they came back 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. What would that impact be on your business? Just by being able to understand your audience, being able to understand how to market yourself, how to increase the whole range of that, because it's literally a numbers game. And when you know these numbers, guys, in your business, you're able to tweak and amend. And this is the amazing thing. It then has compound effect, because if you can get a bigger crowd of people, if out of that, the offer's there and you increase the people making contact with you bigger than 10% we've got here, your sales, you start converting at a higher rate. Your cost of your product, you can increase that as you get more and more demand. And the customer lifetime value, you don't have a customer coming through once, but met multiple times. Just think what that can do to your business. So it's about pulling your business apart, using your marketing strategy, being completely visible with it at all times. Because if you're not, guys, you're invisible. And if you're invisible, you're allowing your competition to take the whole monopoly. So marketing, we've got them 10 tips there. It's important that you stay visible. It's important that you take control. It's important that you know your audience, you give value, you experiment with your marketing as well. You start looking at your AIDA principles, building that awareness, interest, getting them to a decision, knowing your action points. You're grabbing data at all times so it becomes your data that you can use in the future. You analyze your data, you nurture your existing clients. And remember, guys, it's purely a numbers game. Once you know what works, you're in control of flicking a switch to get it out there even more. So these are things that you can implement in your business and do. And some of you right now, if you're doing them, fantastic. Some of you right now might be thinking, okay, there's some things maybe I need to be looking into. But these are things that aren't difficult. And once you start putting these things in place, you'll have a huge impact. So if you're not marketing, guys, start getting yourself out there. Start letting people know about your business. Start letting people know about you, your products, share. There's all this, we've got Facebook Lives, amazing. Like years ago, if you wanted to be heard from anybody, you pay thousands and thousands of pounds for a small commercial. And we have this ability, on our phones to go live and do it for free. And most people don't utilize it. So get yourselves out there, share your business, and impact lives, because that's what we are. We're solution makers.